Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick story on Jonathan Majors. You know, Jonathan Majors is on trial because him and his ex-girlfriend earlier this year, they got into a little tussle over a cell phone. And now that tussle is costing him everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. And even if the jurors come back and they say not guilty, does it really matter? It may matter in the sense that he won't have to do any jail time, but he's going to be in an external jail because I think that either way, his reputation, his livelihood, and everything is going to take a hit. There's a long, hard road back from situations as such. I'm feeling for both sides. Okay, there is some validity, even though Grace Jabari may be exaggerating on some things. She has clear text messages that prove that Jonathan Majors got a little temper. That Jonathan Majors was a little bit manipulative, and that Jonathan Majors, may have some issues. But because you got issues, does that mean that a fight between you and your girlfriend deserves that you go to jail for a year? Listen, guys, we're going to get more into this story right after this. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and share screen. Let's get into this Jonathan Major story. I will say this. Listen, Meagan Good. We often talk about red flags and people ignoring the red flags when they're starting a relationship. And I do feel, listen, everybody deserves somebody. People can change. People can have second chances and deserve second chances. But when you're starting your relationship off, where you have to accompany your man to court on a trial from being accused of putting his hands on a previous girlfriend, if that ain't a red flag, you got to tell me what is. And in our society, in our world, what we love to do is when it's a celebrity or someone that has money, it's like we throw everything to the side. But if Jonathan Majors was your next door neighbor and your daughter said, I'm dating Jonathan, the next door neighbor who worked a regular job and didn't have that much money, and went to date Jonathan Majors, and they came and tell you, your daughter said, oh, Mom, I got to go with him to court next week. The court for what? Did he get a traffic ticket? What's going on? No, Ma. He's accused of beating up his ex-girlfriend. Say what now? Then you go to the court, and then you hear some testimony. And the testimony was not a he say, she say. It was physical text that they got from the phone, where is text clearly where she got he hit her before, and they was talking about not going to the doctor. And then there was text of him saying he was going to unalive himself because he's not worthy and he's a monster. Would you really say to your daughter to continue this relationship? You wouldn't. But for some reason, and listen, it's none of our business and we can't stop Meagan, but for some reason everybody's cheering Meagan on with this relationship. That's right. Stand by this brother's side. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve somebody standing by his side, but I'm just saying to y'all, would you want it to be your daughter? Now let's get into this story. So Jonathan Majors, just me, myself, and I at the trial text revelation. Okay, Jonathan Majors is gathering his thoughts after what you could argue was a rough week for him in court. It was rough. Ending with some startling text he once said being read in front of the jury. The embattled actor was spotted on a solo stroll through Manhattan Saturday, where he seemed to be on a coffee run, as he ended up grabbing two and balanced them on his way back to wherever he was going. Considering the eventful week, these pictures are telling for many reasons. For one, he's all by his lonesome. This after his girlfriend Meagan Good has come to every single court date of his, including showing up the past several days during the trial, and been right by his side. No sign of her here though, although he could have been grabbing Joe for the two of them. In any case, Jonathan Majors has his and kept his little outings here stylish, uniquely his style. That is, the dude was wearing a khaki pea coat, which he eventually draped off his shoulders, a white tee, black pants, shades, a matching golf cap. Like all his public appearances, he's dressed up. He does have a very unique style. And I think it's sad that he's in this situation. But I also think, according to the text, at the bare minimum, he does need some therapy and some help. Fact is, there's been some ugly revelations about him throughout the trial, much of which came from Grace Jabari's testimony about their relationship, including claims he's been very verbally abusive to her in the past. Remember the whole Coretta Scott King thing? Even more damning than just that, though it is what came to light this Friday, when text messages Major had sent Jabari back in September 22 were read out loud in court. Now, I don't know. I don't save my text messages like that. I don't save a whole bunch of stuff in my phone. But I'm also very old school. I wasn't born into the cell phone era. I was alive when the cell phones came about, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So I'm not addicted or connected to my cell phone like so many other people. Like the cell phone is everything. They know how to save, they know how to this. I'm not that person, right? And I'm also not a big texty person. After a while, you got to call me because I can't. They included exchanges between Majors and Jabari, where the two of them appeared to refer to some sort of altercation in London. With Majors writing at the time, they will ask you questions. And as I don't think you actually protect us, it could lead to investigation, even if you do lie, and they'll suspect something. So these text messages are allegedly messages where she got hit by him, allegedly, and she was feeling so bad. She tried to hold out, but she was like, I think I need to go to the doctor. So Jabari replied, I will tell the doctor I bumped my head if I go. I'm going to give it one more day, but I can't sleep and I need some stronger painkillers. That's all. Why would I tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you? That, coupled with the testimony she gave about other times he allegedly shown aggression around her, have not landed well with the public. Just check Twitter, because so much of all these old alleged incidents have been allowed to be aired out in court. It feels like it almost doesn't matter if he's found guilty or not from our point of view anyway. Of course, we'll see what the jury has to say about it all in the end, and more importantly, what Disney wants to do in the aftermath. I think that he may stand a chance if it comes back not guilty. But if he is given his chance and it comes back not guilty, he has got to chill. He has got to seek therapy, and I mean intense therapy, and get help. And he's going to have to make sure a situation like this never, ever happens again. They're far and away his biggest employer right now. And there's a lot of money and work on the line depending on how things shake out. Major trial continues next week, and we're expecting to hear from other key witnesses, including a car service driver. This could get nasty. It could go in his favor, or the pendulum could swing her way. I will say this, if the pendulum swings her way with this driver, I think that's going to be the nail on his coffin. Who could presumably speak on the alleged incident in the vehicle and answer once and for all, did the guy brutalize her back there or not? In the meantime, it's just Majors out here in these streets patiently waiting. Listen, guys, this situation is crazy. And I'll say this, if he did it, then whatever punishment is applicable to whatever he did, then he needs to pay. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. We're just having a discussion here, and the discussion is, if Meagan Good was your daughter, would you be okay with her dating Jonathan Majors? Chat with me, guys. Listen, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Share my video with your friends and family people so they could come and get to know me too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.